least have a look about the functionality rather than from drawing it from your own hand. Just take a brief understanding of what is happening and how it is happening. Okay, that is important. So each and every example is there. I have taken few more examples if you want, but questions are related only to fully automatic circuit. Okay, vehicle door operation, not, and, or function, and memory conversion. Okay, so your assignment will be somewhat associated to this one. And this EMI diagram we all have drawn by our own. I think Adarsh had helped us a lot in that, and we already have a documentation related to this, so you can use that also. Okay, and you need to mail me this assignment. Okay, so you have my email ID with you, and you need to email me this particular assignment. Okay, okay, will that work? Or you, is that fine for you? Class, kindly respond. Hello, hello. uh, okay, okay, so we will do like that only. भैया थोड़ा धीरे ही करना काम, जितना धीरे हो सके. Class, just give me a 1 minute. Construction. Uh, Sorry, students, there was an interruption due to some construction work. I think there might be some construction work continued here, but we will continue. There might be a little bit sound, but we are motivated. I think we are motivated enough to continue with a little bit of disturbance also. Okay. So for assignment, yes, you all have confirmed that we are going to continue according to as per the assignment. Just for one more time, kindly confirm that whether my screen is visible to you and my sound is clear, loud and clear. Just one more time. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So we shall continue. I've already told you about the assignment one. For assignment two, we will be covering PLC programming accordingly, and we will continue with uh, our PLC programming part. I will download that file, the solution that I will draw, and then we will continue. Okay. And I will provide it to you on a common background. Okay. So I will provide you a particular link. Don't worry about that. Okay. Your assignment will be only a 30 minutes to 1 hour exercise, but I highly recommend that you just go through those assignments. I am just doing this particular thing that separately giving you the solution is that the time that you are going to the time that you are going to convey in making or drawing those particular drawings, that you can just take and understand what the solution is. So where were we? We were here. We have completed the structural programming. We have completed PLC structure. We have covered the wiring also. Addressing we have covered. TIA portal a little bit we have introduced to all of you, and this. Okay. So a very simple example. I'm going to take a very simple example of say a combination of any kind of a very first example of NO contact. Okay. So let us just have a look that what NO contact can do. Okay. So yeah. So this is our TIA portal, which is totally integrated automation portal, which is provided by Siemens company. Okay, we have this administration where your licensing and all stuff work. So we have a license here, which will be provided in this TIA. You can say administration. Then this is your TIA portal. Okay, when once you double click on your TIA portal, this is the platform which consists of your most of the softwares related to your PLC program. So as far as your integration is concerned, as far as your programming is concerned, you can easily lead to this. So when you class, if you are not able to see any presentation or not able to hear me, you can also text me on WhatsApp if there is any disruption. Okay, or you can unmute yourself and ask about it. Okay, so this is the, is it a portal view or a project view? Class, can you answer this question? Is it a portal view or project view? We have covered this. Yeah, this is your portal view. Okay, where we can have a particular portal. Okay, where we can add a particular PLC. Okay, so you can open existing projects also. You can migrate a particular project by a source path. You can create a new project. Okay, you can have a welcome tour. Okay, this is the list of your installed software. So this is your version 15, step 7 and WinCC. Okay, so step 7 professional is for programming, WinCC is for your connection to HMI and SCADA. Okay, so this is your total version, which is a platform which consists of your these specific softwares. Okay, then you have separately a software called PLC sim here. Okay, so this PLC sim will simulate a particular program. It will connect to our TIA portal. So rather than integrating a particular PLC through our TIA portal, what we are going to do is we are going to integrate PLC sim here. Okay, because in mechatronics lab, your PLC is blocked because those functions that are used are very much, you can say, large, and it is very difficult to, or it is, you can say that it is a very huge task to again operate it if there is any fault. So that particular program is embedded into a PLC and those OBs are blocked. So you can't communicate with the PLCs that are in your mechatronics lab. But yes, in automation lab, what you are going to do, you are going to communicate your PLC with your TIA portal. But in your mechatronics lab, you have a solution for this. You have a PLC sim. So rather than starting an input from a physical process only, you can always simulate it accordingly. Okay, so in line to this, my question to you is that so is TIA portal a particular software or it is a platform? Your TIA portal is a software or a platform? Is it a software, specific software or platform? Yeah, it is a portal, or you can say it is a platform. Okay, which is the integration of various kind of, yeah, which is the integration of your various kind of softwares. Okay, so WinCC you can see that we have seen that we have step 7 professional, which is for your PLC, considered mostly for your PLC programming, and you have WinCC for SCADA. Okay, whereas PLC sim is a dedicated software which will simulate your PLC program. Okay, good. So let us continue with this. Yes, so you can go to project view also. Okay, from here you have your start, and you can open the existing projects also, or you can create a new one. So let us create a new project, say intern EC. Okay, we have created a particular, so these might take some time. Okay, these softwares are heavy softwares, and this platform itself is a very heavy platform. So this might take some time. You need to have that particular kind of patience, because it's, it do take some time. Okay, so once you have started up, you have seen that Inter EC1 has been your project has been open. Now you need to configure a device also. Okay, so first of all, you need to configure a device. Why you need to configure a device? Because PLC don't know that what kind of device you are going to work. Okay, so we had a 1214 series, 12 series, 1200 series, 1500 series. Okay, all kind of PLCs have all kind different kind of you can say attributes associated to it, and your software doesn't know that what kind of software is or you can say what kind of attributes are associated to it. Okay, so for that you need to add, or you need to add a particular device in your TIA portal. Okay, so you will add that particular device. Now you can see that you can add a controller, you can add a HMI, you can add a PC system also dedicated to it. But at this point of time, uh, we are going to integrate S7 1200 PLC, and the CPU associated to it is, we have already talked about it. The kind of CPU that we have in mechatronics lab is 1214 C. And what was the configuration? Was it AC DC relay or AC AC AC? What kind of configuration it was? You might be incorrect also, but I just need some answers. Yeah, I have given you an example of AC DC relay, but I have also mentioned separately that in your mechatronics lab we have DC DC DC. In my mechatronics lab we have DC DC DC. But in your automation lab you are going to have AC DC relay. But there is no issue that whether it is DC 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 or AC AC AC, the concept is same of integration, only the method of configuration has been changed. So by AC DC relay, what does that mean? Can you repeat that? You know already that what do you mean by AC DC relay? So what do you mean by AC DC relay? Class, kindly respond on the chat box. AC is power, yeah, supplied input output. Supply input output. Yes, it is supply input output. It is supply input output. Yes. The power input and output. Yes. We will go with a very slow pace. There is no need to worry about it. Okay, we are going to go with a very slow pace. I completely understand that few students might not be able to download your what I can say TIA portal and PLC sim in your PC. I completely understand. Therefore, I am going with a very slow pace. And students who have that particular AIA platform with you, you be a little bit patient, but it will be highly knowledgeable and it will be interesting. Okay, therefore I am slowing this particular pace. So let me just, with that note, let me just, class, just give me a give me a minute. I have an urgent call to attend. Just a minute, just a minute. सर वो 074009 की आईडी से आया होगा। आ गया ना? अब तो कोई नहीं है ना इशू? ठीक है। Yeah, sorry class for the interruption. Yeah, so now let us just repeat what we have seen. Okay, so we have to upload a particular hardware associated to our work. Okay, so in order to upload, what kind of CPU we have is 1214C DC DC DC, and this number 6E7214AG40OXBO, that is your, I have already told you this. What is this kind of number? And there was a German name associated to it. MLFB number. Yes, very correct, Hitesh. It is your MLFB number. Just class, yeah, just write it on the chat box, that you know, at least once you will write it on the chat box, you will know it for forever. Okay, MLFB number. Okay, you can also search the German name associated to it. Okay, so this is just type of your product number. Okay, and you can always use a latest version associated to it. Okay, so you can always use the latest version associated to it, because the latest version will be compatible to all the versions. Okay, so it doesn't matter that what kind of version you're choosing, just choose the latest version. But this is important, that the kind of CPU you are going to connect, because if the PLC you can say specifications are not matching, then the attributes will also not match and it will not work proceed further. Okay, so you can see that every kind of CPU has a different kind of description. Here you can see the work memory is 100 kV. It is 24 volt DC supply, and DI is 14. So what do you mean by DI, class? Do you know what is DI? Do you know what is DI? Kindly write on the chat box. Okay, so you have your DI. You have your DI. DI is your digital input. DI is your digital input. Okay, now you can see that digital input 14. So there are 14 digital input which are 24 volt DC. They can be sync or source, but your PLC is basically here is syncing type. So you will just associate your sourcing type of you can say input. Okay, then you have DQ. DQ. We have seen the nomenclature, right? There, where we have seen that I is denoted as input, Q is denoted as output. Okay, so this DQ is associated to your digital output. Yeah, so this is your output. So now you have 14 digital input, 10 digital output of 24 volt, and there are two AI. Okay, so AI is, what is AI? Analog input. Yeah, so you have two analog input. You have 6 high speed counters associated, 4 pulse outputs. Okay, signal board can expand with IOs. So maximum 3 communication module you can add. Okay, so for your CPU we have seen that your communication module can be added on the left hand side, and your you can say IO module can be added on the right hand side. So up to 8 signal modules are available for your IO expansion. Okay, and the speed is 0.04 milliseconds per thousand instructions. Okay, and interfacing can be done through Profinet interface for programming HMI and PLC to PLC communication. So Profinet interface, a Profinet protocol can be used for your interfacing. Okay, is that clear till now? We have not done much things about associated to it, but just we have seen that we need to upload a particular hardware associated to it. Okay, okay, so once you have associated a particular hardware, okay, you can add this particular hardware. Okay, but if you don't know what is the kind of your PLC, but you have a particular PLC with you, okay, so you can also use unspecified CPU. Okay, you know that your CPU is 1200, or you know that your PLC is 1500. Okay, but what you can do is that you can also use unspecified CPU. So if you don't know the kind of CPU you have, you don't know the MLFB number, but you can interfaces that accordingly. Okay, and you can get the details out of it. But since we only have PLC sim with us, we don't have any kind of specific PLC that we are going to communicate. That communication is going to be dealt by Mr. Suraj, again from PLC programming part. Okay, but here the important thing for you to understand is that we need to download, or we need to you can say install a particular hardware to a particular to your TIA platform, so that it knows that what kind of attributes are associated with it. Okay, meanwhile one more thing I want to tell you is that you can see that there is specifications, a little bit specification you can see from a single example. Okay, so I don't have the license for your CPU S7 1500, because we don't have S7 1500 with us. Okay, but those details can be seen in the automation lab. They have the license for S7 1500 also. We have basic license of S7 1200. Okay, so we can add more number of signal modules in 1500. The speed is different for S7, you can say 1500. Your digital input and output might be same, but again the integration of IO modules can be different. Okay, your speed can be different, your communication modules, the limit up to which you can add the communication module can be different. Okay, okay, so first, now let us, what we should do, we should just add it. Okay, it might take some time. Okay, now you can see that you have your PLC here. So this is your PLC which has been uploaded on your TIA portal. Okay, now when we are going to get when we are concerned about our PLC, okay, we can also have the communication associated to it. Okay, so we can see the topology view, from where if we have various kind of PLC, we can connect this particular PLC with another PLC. We have network view, and then we have device view. Okay, so topology will be making you understand that what the topology or what the interfacing has, how the interfacing has been done. Network view, in network view you can see all the protocols and all the IDs associated to it. Now you can see here, so your tag number, PLC information, okay, your system constraints, all these things can be seen from there. But for now, these all things are going to be covered, but for now what we need to understand is this, our device view. Okay, so we have our device view here. Okay, we have our device uploaded on the TIA platform. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to compile it. Okay, it is important for us to compile it and download it to the device. Now we have selected it, uploaded to our, which kind of view is this? Class, can you tell me which kind of view is this? Is this a um, portal view or project view? This is our project view. So we have uploaded this hardware on our project view. Okay, we have uploaded this hardware on our project view. Okay, yeah, very correct. So this is our project view. We have uploaded this PLC program on our project view. Now we need to compile it and download it. But for compiling and downloading, it is very important. It is very, let me just compile and download it. And let us see what kind of error it is going to show. Okay, so in compilation, there was no problem. But for downloading, it is saying that, so what is this pn/ie? Class, what is this pn/ie? We have already covered it, but if you don't know, I will repeat it, no issue. But any kind of loop, that what is this pn or ie, given that it is an type of your PC interface. Any type of answer will work. What is pn/ie? Let me add, it is a communication protocol that you are adding. So here your PN stands for Profinet. Okay, and your IE, now can you answer what is IE? Can you answer what is IE? So we have covered about the Profinet. What was the another communication? Yes, industrial Ethernet. Yeah, very correct, Sahil Gupta. It is our industrial Ethernet. Yeah, it is very correct. Okay. Okay, so these are all the communication. Yeah, very correct, Aprajita. It is our industrial Ethernet. Yeah. So now we know that the type of communication can be PNIE, PLC, SIM, but there is no device that we can interface. Why there is no device? We can use PLC, but there is nothing showing here. Why it is so? Now, if I will use a Realtek PCI GBE family controller, you know that what it is. Do you know what is this Realtek PCE GBE family controller? Have you seen it somewhere? Yeah, you might have seen it. Yeah, you are not able to add CPU. Yeah, there will be an issue. You will not be able to add CPU. Ritik, have you downloaded the PLC SIM till now? There will always be an issue in downloading. Yes, you have downloaded it, but what you have not done is a problem. Even I will not be able to download this, Ritik, at this point of time. Class, kindly focus on this, Ritik, and itself has questioned that we are not able to download this particular CPU. Why is it so? Because our PLC SIM is not uploaded or is not updated now. It has not started. We have not started our PLC SIM. Okay, so you can see that selected interface and no network connection. So it is not connected to PLC SIM. Why it is not connected? Why we are not able to directly? Had there been a PLC here, okay, had there been a PLC, so what we would have done? We would have connected our, you can say, system with PLC. Okay, we would have connected our system with the PLC through this Profinet. You can see this port for Profinet. Okay, after that, what you could have done, this Realtek PCI GBE family controller, you might have seen it here. You might have seen the details of it here. Realtek PCE GBE family controller. Okay, so from here you might have connected it. So what does this mean? Kindly focus on this, and if you don't understand, I will repeat it. I can repeat it 100 times, but for your understanding it is important. So you can see that if you had a PLC where you could have integrated your system with a particular PLC, you would have used Realtek PCE GBE family controller, and that controller would have been assessed here, and you might have done the proper addressing, and you might have connected it. Most of the communications in your PC you do like that one. Okay, understood. And but since we have a PLC sim, we first need to start our PLC sim. Okay, so in order to start our PLC sim, you can see this computer like structure. Okay, you can starting simulation will disable all other online interfaces. So if you are starting with your you can say simulation, so all the online interfaces will be disabled. Okay, we don't have any online interfaces. Now you can see that differently you have this particular, you can search this. Now you can see that you can connect it and you can load it. I'm going to repeat it. I completely understand that most of you it is a very quick way to answer, therefore I am repeating it. So rather than uploading it through a you can say compiling it through, you can compile a particular PLC but don't download it directly, it will not happen. Okay, rather what you do, you compile your PLC first. Okay, hardware you have uploaded, so it knows the attribute and the configuration of your hardware. Now you need to connect it to PLC sim. So this is your PLC sim. Okay, icon for your PLC sim, this one. Okay, start simulation. Okay, so your simulation will start. It will say that starting simulation will disable all online interface. That you understand that once you start it in a simulation mode, you will not be able to get any kind of online interface. You will tap OK. Okay, you will start search for devices. Now your PLC sim has been automatically connected and to PNI. Okay, so it has chosen its own kind of PNI. Okay, now you have selected this. This is your address. Okay, and you will load it. You will load it. And you will start the module. Okay, so I have started with the issue. Okay, that this will be a very common issue that most of you might have faced. So kindly confirm that is it are you comfortable till now? Kindly confirm, are you comfortable till now or should I repeat? Okay, Adarsh. Okay.
सर
Okay. Yes, Adarsh.
सर जो हम लोग सीपीयू ऐड कर आ रहे थे ना जब आप स्टार्टिंग में
हाँ
जब चूज कर रहे थे हम लोग सीपीयू, तो सर वहीं पे ऐड करने को हम लोग को ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा।
ऐड करने का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा, एक
हाँ
मिनट।
सर, मतलब वो जो टिक किया था हम लोगों ने,
ओके,
तो उस पे ऐड नहीं हो रहा है वो सीपीयू।
एक मिनट मैं देखता हूँ बेटा।
हम लोग इस प्रोजेक्ट व्यू पे आ ही नहीं पा रहे।
अच्छा, आप प्रोजेक्ट व्यू पे ही नहीं आ पा रहे हो?
हाँ
आप
सर,
ये
जो
कह
हम लोग जब कई सारे सीपीयू नहीं थे सर वहां पे चूज करना था जब,
हाँ, अच्छा।
वही उस स्टेप पे रुके हुए हैं।
ओके 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 ओके, सो पोर्टल व्यू पे मैं आता हूँ। आप ये कह रहे हो कि आप यहाँ पे जब सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो तो कुछ एरर
हाँ,
दिखा रहा है या फिर सेलेक्ट ही नहीं हो रहा?
सिलेक्ट नहीं हो रहा सर। जैसे वो इस पे सिलेक्ट किया, अब नीचे ऐड करना होता है ना सर, नीचे
आप एंटर
स्क्रॉल
मार के
कर,
देखो एक बार।
सर नहीं हो रहा है, करके देख लिया। वो ऐड जैसे आपके पे ये सर ओवर करते हैं तो कलर चेंज हो जाता है ना, हम लोग के में नहीं हो रहा वो।
अच्छा, तो आप ऐसा करो, एक बार अनस्पेसिफाइड सीपीयू लेके देखना एक
सर
बार।
उस पे भी नहीं आ रहा।
उस पे भी
सर
नहीं
ये
आ रहा?
लाइसेंस की वजह से नहीं हो रहा, मेरे में भी नहीं हो रहा था। तो वापस रीस्टार्ट किया तो उसमें आया कि लाइसेंस मांग रहा है, फिर एक स्टार्ट 7 प्रोफेशनल नाम करके उस पर क्लिक करके होगा, तब आ जाता है ऐड का ऑप्शन। लाइसेंस मांगता है।
लाइसेंस मांग रहे हैं उसके बाद? नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से ये तो स्टूडेंट वर्जन है, इसमें कोई लाइसेंस की जरूरत तो है ही नहीं। मैंने आपको स्टूडेंट वर्जन ही दिया है।
मेरे में भी नहीं हो रहा था, लाइसेंस के बाद चल रहा है। अब
तो
चल रहा है।
आप वो प्रोसीजर बता दोगे बच्चों को? आपका चल रहा है अभी?
ये सर।
तो आप की का प्रोसीजर क्या है, आप एक बार बताओगे?
सर रीस्टार्ट करने के बाद ही खुद ही एक डायलॉग आ जाता है, उसमें लिखा
अच्छा
है।
स्टूडेंट्स आप एक बार रीस्टार्ट करके अपने आप देखो, वी विल वेट टिल दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, कोई इशू
ओके
नहीं है, ठीक है ना। आप जिसको भी इशू आ रहा है आप एक बार रीस्टार्ट करके, जैसा शायद आदर्श आप बता रहे हो, कौन बता रहे हैं?
सर, मैं आदर्श।
हाँ
सर मैंने
मैं किसी को भी ऑडिबल नहीं हूँ या केवल कल्पना को ऑडिबल नहीं हूँ? Kalpana, there might be an issue from your side. Okay, Ritik, you have restarted. Still, same issue is pursuing. Okay. आप ऐसा करो ऋतिक, अच्छा सीपीयू ऐड ही नहीं हो पा रहा है, कोई एरर भी नहीं दिखा रहा, केवल लाइसेंसिंग का ही इशू आ रहा है, तो आपको, अच्छा आपने रीस्टार्ट किया और फिर से ऋतिक आ रहा है। ऋतिक एक बार आप अनम्यूट करना, अपना पूरा कंडीशन बताना, ऐसा आना तो नहीं चाहिए बिकॉज दिस इज
सर सेम प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, मतलब मैं सीपीयू सिलेक्ट करता हूँ उसके बाद ऐड करने का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा नीचे।
वो लाइसेंस के आपका कोई वो कॉल भी नहीं आ रहा लाइसेंस का कि आप अपलोड कर लो उसको लाइसेंस?
नो सर।
क्योंकि मैंने स्टूडेंट वर्जन ही दिया है आप सबको, ऐसा कोई लाइसेंसिंग का इशू अभी तक तो आया नहीं है उसको, बट just give me 1 minute, let me call at Siemens and get some assistance regarding to this. अगर नहीं भी होता है तो we will continue with some other way. Okay, हम एक solution इसको sort out करते हैं। बाकी बच्चों को भी ये इशू आ रहा है? बाकी किस किस को? आई थिंक 7 स्टूडेंट्स थे अभी तक, 7 में से कितने लोग सीपीयू को डाउनलोड कर पा रहे हैं? बाकी बच्चे जो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, जस्ट वेट फॉर फ्यू मिनट्स, हम